Stop the rape already.
A former beauty queen who testified she was raped by Gambian ex-president Yahya Jammeh is making a documentary to tell the stories of other women's sexual abuse under the former regime. Fatou Jallow, known as Taufa, said the film will feature up to 10 women, most of whom testified alongside her at Gambia's Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission (TRRC), often being shamed and rejected as liars after speaking out publicly. The 24 years old captured the tiny West African nation attention last year when she told a live broadcast hearing that she was locked in a room and violently assaulted by Jammeh, whose 22-year room ended when he fled into exile in 2012. Other women said they were raped by security officers and by the former interior minister in public statements to the TRRC, which was set up by
Adama Barrow to address human rights violations under the previous regime. The Thomson Reuters Foundation was unable to verify Jallou's account or that of the other woman. TRRC hearing on different type of crime are ongoing. So the former president was accused of raping a particular queen that refused to get married to him and refused his marriage proposal. She's a beauty queen, and the former president was interested in her because she's, like I said, she's a beauty queen and she's very beautiful. So once she rejected his marriage offer, he decided to do what? Decided to get it by force and decided to rape her. And now she's coming out speaking publicly, and the whole world, all they have to say, or so many people are accusing her of speaking publicly and accusing the former president. Meanwhile, the previous president that has just been elected, good to know that is making efforts in saying that this is brought to book in order to ensure that justice is gotten for those who has been raped. And this is really a serious topic for us to discuss. And this is really a serious topic for us to discuss. Like seriously, why do you want to rape someone? Is it necessary? Is it that bad? They're saying that people are raping. In fact, it's now like a normal thing in the society now where people rape someone. Like you shouldn't do anything without the consent of or without the permission of the person concerned. You should make sure it is wrong in our society now. I don't know. I think the movie so many people watch is affecting their life because if you look at it out there, so many movies that are coming up that are evolving, it's very very difficult to find the film that you watch and you will not end up seeing some sort of pornography like kissing, and this is what is polluting so many people's mind that they feel that it is the order of the day. Like seriously, is it that bad for people that they can't even control themselves? Like how do you enjoy doing what is very very terrible? Initially, you need to understand something that when you rape somebody is not valuable. It is not valuable at all in the sense that the person you are just forcing the person is not really in the mood, and the only time you can really really enjoy what you're doing is when you both are willing to interact with each other. Let's put it in that way. Because I was listening to a particular radio station when a particular doctor was talking about rape, and I was thinking about it. He said that about 78%, I'm not sure of that now, he said about 78% or 4 out of every 5 girls have been raped, and 1 out of every 4 boys have been raped. This thing is going around in the society and no one seems to be paying attention to it.
Thanks in Nigeria here, thanks to somebody like Madam Tinubu, who has ensured that anyone who rape henceforth is life imprisonment. And this is how we should be discouraging this kind of things, because it is not right. And those people who are making movies, they should try to ensure that they are putting out right content, because of now to ensure that they affect people's mind positively. This is very wrong, and it's painful to look at our society deteriorating like this. We have to take action. If you're out there and you're listening to me, I want to urge you to monitor your children properly or your word properly and see that no harm is done to them, because this thing really affect so many people psychologically and in so many ways, mentally, emotionally. In fact, some people even go as far as committing suicide. That's how bad it is. So if you're out there listening to me, try and educate people around you. If it's through your social media, this is what social media is meant for.
It's not just by putting abuses and promoting wrong information. Social media is there for you to be able to put out or share what you're thinking. So you can go out there on your social media and post it back and try to discourage people on these bad acts, because it's very sad and painful to see that people don't really, I don't know, maybe drugs is part of these things, but really we need to discourage these things in our society. I mean, looking at in the early days, people weren't really wearing clothes. There was something like clothes. So why now, when there's even clothes that people cover their body, that it is now very bad? Those days in the early time, people only used leaves to cover their private parts, and nothing was, they were not getting raped by anybody. But now it is a very terrible thing, and I urge everyone out there that you should put in your best to discourage these bad acts. Because if you look, that is none of your business. I'm telling you, it is a table. It's going to turn. It's a round table. It's going to turn until it gets to you. So let's all work together and discourage this thing. I mean, just imagine a whole president that should serve, though it's still an allegation anyway. There's nothing to prove that.
But even then, I don't think the woman, why did the woman not, or the queen, why did she not come out to say the current president was the one who did that assault to her, that she has to levy the allegation against the previous president? So that is telling you something went wrong. And I urge everyone out there, if you're listening to me, take this into our hands and see that we discourage this bad act in the society. The old president goes as far as raping someone. It's very terrible and painful to see that our society is going down and degenerating in this kind of manner. It's not only rape, it goes to all the extent to other part of life. You shouldn't take someone's thing or someone's property without properly informing the person. You have to inform the person, and the person will have to grant you permission to do what to do so. And that's where the problem lies. You should ensure that even around you, if you want to do something that is not for you,
you request a permission from the owner in order to see that the person is pleased with you using it. It's very bad. It's very bad to see this kind of things that are going on. And when I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about only African countries. I'm talking about the whole world. If you look at even in the US, the foreign countries, both the white man land and the black man land, it is going on everywhere. And we have to discourage this thing before it gets so wild that people are even scared of walking outside. And please, if you are making any videos or you are making movies, ensure that you do what you promote right values, not trying to just what people watch as a long way, it influences their life. So you have to ensure that you put out great content that is not in any way corrupting or influencing. Let's start accepting responsibility, taking this up very seriously, because it's going around and spreading around right in our society. So we have to see that if you don't handle it, it's going to definitely affect us one way or the other. So we have to see that you start from your own child or your children to educate them on so many things like sex education, so that they know what is right and what is wrong. Because so many people, once this assault has been done to them, they start dying in silence, which is very bad. And that's why you have to also develop good relationship with your children in order to see that you know everything that is going on in their lives and see how to guide them effectively and be a responsible parent. If you don't know how to go about that, you can read books on responsible parenting that will help you know and create time for your children. It's not all about going to work and providing all their needs. It's also about educating them on what they need to know, because this thing now is going and spreading. For a whole president to go so low, decide to beauty queen, is very deteriorating. Let's get started and see that we put an end to this.
Yeah guys, that was it for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and give the video a thumbs up. We put out amazing video every 7 days, so you can consider subscribing to the channel so we can have amazing progress within a short period of time. We'll be more than grateful because we know that you guys enjoyed yourself, and yes, we'll be happy if you can get us 1,000 subscribers in a short time. Yeah, we are so grateful. See you next time.